Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is Tokopan22, and after many months of waiting and a whole bunch of delays, I am happy to finally bring you Chroma Squad. Now, this is a tactical RPG that is inspired by Power Rangers. Indie developers had created this actually a long time ago. It recently dropped for the PS4, and it was originally available on the Steam. I remember the first time I heard about this game, it was a Let's Play that was done by Mars Girl. Shouts out to her, by the way. But anyway, I've been really waiting a long time to play this. I know I could have played it on Steam sooner, but the problem was I didn't have a means of recording at the time. I didn't exactly have the best computer, and on top of that, I didn't have a Steam account either. So by the time I finally had the means to do that, I found out that Chroma Squad was actually getting ready to be ported to the PS4. So I was like, well, I may as well just wait a little while longer then. So that way it would be easier to make recordings like these via SHAREfactory. So, anyway, let's go on ahead and get into it. So the way the story works is that you are 5 stuntmen who are originally working for this director who seems to, I guess, have no vision of how tokusatsu is supposed to be, and all 5 of you are basically sick of his mess. So you decide to go and quit your job and create a studio of your own with blackjack and hookers. Okay, I'm kidding about that part. But anyway, one of the characters has an uncle who happens to have a warehouse, and within that warehouse they have this huge prop known as Cerebro, which is basically a giant brain in the jar. This Cerebro acts as the Zordon of the feature. So of course you're putting everything together on pretty much a shoestring budget, and of course when you start off, you have a lot of cheap and weird stuff, but hey, if you're passionate about what you love, you gotta start somewhere. And I'm speaking from experience, which I'll get to that part later. But anyway, so of course when I got started, I had already went through the tutorial, and when it came down to customizing characters, I saw where I really didn't have too much to work with. And by that I mean I couldn't actually go in and put in specific details, like if you were going through creating your own character in like some of these big time RPG games like DC Universe or Final Fantasy 14, or basically anywhere that involves character customization. You had specific sprites that had different types of attributes that you start out with. So I just had to kind of go with what I could. So I just picked out what was best, and that's about as close as I got. It would have been nice if you could customize your characters with a little bit more detail, but that's okay. Once you're in your transformed state, none of that really matters anyway. I really like the fact that this game gives you the option to truly make this team your own, even down to being able to change the name. So I just randomly thought of some names as far as what I decided to call my Super Sentai team, and I'm calling them Cyber Sentai Digiranger. Since everything's all pixelated anyway, I figured why not go with something that would kind of fit the game anyway. So I'm gonna need to apologize in advance because I do plenty of reading in the beginning of the game. At the same time, I call myself trying to add a little voice dialogue to the characters. But again, I was just really excited because I really was enjoying playing for the first time. So you'll have to forgive me for that. However, it has had me to think about where maybe I can look into actually doing this, kind of like what Let's Dub has done. For those of you who don't know who they are, Let's Dub Project is a group that basically posts videos of them voicing video games on YouTube. Their most popular is Ace Attorney, the Ace Attorney series, as well as Danganronpa. Let's see, that 999 game that I keep forgetting the name of. But other than that, they're really good at what they do. They have some really talented voice actors in that group. So I would definitely suggest that you, shouts out to them by the way, I would definitely suggest you check out their channel. So anyway, what I was getting at was that I wanted to do something like that for myself as well. You know, put dialogue with some of the characters throughout the story. Of course, it wouldn't be just me, it would be me and a couple other folks who would probably be interested. And if certain people that I know of are watching, I'm pretty sure that they might be interested. And if I decide to go that route, then I would have to start a whole nother file and then go from there. I know that it's going to take a lot of time, just like a lot of other things that I'm doing, but other than that, I think that it might be something kind of fun to do. Plus, I'm kind of into voice acting anyway, and I have a little experience with that. So it'd be nice to kind of jump back into that again. Now, the game is a tactical RPG, so for those of you that are familiar with games such as Fire Emblem, StarCraft, or Final Fantasy Tactics, then you won't have trouble jumping into this game. So, of course, one of the things that you're definitely going to need to do when it comes to tokusatsu is have the ability to transform into a superhero. After a certain amount of attacks, you'll be prompted to transform, and when you do, not only does it increase your stats and abilities, but it also heals you completely, which really comes in handy. Another important part of Power Rangers, as well as an important feature here in this game, would be teamwork. When you use teamwork, it allows you to help other characters move to other areas on the board via acrobatic flips, as well as helping out with team attacks. When the person that is in teamwork mode is within close proximity of the character who is getting ready to attack, then they can do team attacks. Now, the beauty of team attacks is that not only can you do like double and triple attacks, but depending on whatever weapon that you have equipped, they will do a team attack with that weapon together. Like, let's say that two Rangers are going in for a double attack, but both of them have swords. So once they go in, they'll actually do like a double sword attack. They'll both attack with swords, I mean. So another, or in the same thing with any other weapon. Guns, if they both have the same weapon, then they will both do double damage. And speaking of weaponry, as you go and you upgrade all of your characters, suits, helmets, all of that stuff, of course you can equip them with all different types of weapons. And the cool part about it is that they have all, and by they I mean the in-game store, as well as what you can craft. Yeah, you can craft your own weaponry here as well. They have pretty much what you need, so long as you have the currency for it. They give you a lot of interesting weapons, like spears, guns, swords, of course, and I think I even saw a couple of bows and daggers, and I mean like bow and arrows.
After defeating the powerful aliens?
No, I gotta see about if they have a staff in there. That would be cool.
Something devious appeared.
But in any case, yeah, so of course there's also going to be the final attack, like what's done in Power Rangers. The way that works is that all 5 characters have to be in teamwork mode, but they also have to be close surrounding the monster and that monster needs to be in a finish it state, where they have a star above their head basically prompting that you can use the finishing move. Now it can be kind of tricky because not only do you have to get everybody in position, but you also have to make sure that you don't take too much damage. Because of course, if one of your characters go down, then it's not going to work. That happened to me in one of the last battles that I did, and yeah, that didn't work out too well. Plus, sometimes you're penalized if actually no, sometimes nothing. You are penalized if one of your characters goes down and you and your ratings actually go down a bit. So that's definitely something that you want to try to avoid.
With a glorious teleport effect.
Now, there's a lot more going on in this game that it would take me way too long to explain, but I do have to express exactly how much fun I'm having. Not only because it's a game that pretty much speaks to me as far as tokusatsu and everything that I enjoy about it, but it really hits home because some of the stuff that's going on in the game that I've seen so far, I'm actually experiencing for real. And by that I mean as far as working with Magna Cleric Productions and Nightmare Inc. to create this this YouTube series that we're working on, which hopefully in the next month or a couple of months or so we'll be able to start posting the videos on YouTube soon. But we're still in production and everything, so for those of you that know about it, it's called Kamen Rider Starblazer. And well, it was something that we all collaborated in doing since last year. So I'm really looking forward to actually showing that to you guys, and I hope that everybody enjoys it. But a lot of the things that we're experiencing production-wise when it comes to time, getting people together, getting the props that we need, getting special effects right, you know, it's been a good experience, but it's also been a learning experience. So that's another reason why I'm really enjoying this game, because a lot of the stuff that's going on in this game I have experienced, and it's just reminding me about not only how much is involved, how much hard work is involved, but it also shows how passionate we are about what we love, about the project, and about how much we want to be able to pretty much share that with everyone who also has the same interest. So hopefully I will be able to continue bringing you gameplay like this. There are other games that I hope to be able to play in the future to give you this. Plus, there are a couple of other videos that will actually be more than just gaming vids that I hope to bring you in the near future as well. It's going to take some time, so even if I don't get some of them out before summer is over, hopefully I will at least be able to get them done. Like, I just hope that I'll still be able to put some videos out there, period. So I hope that you all enjoyed the video so far. Any extra footage, I'm just gonna shut up and just let you just watch the rest of it and enjoy it. I hope to bring you some more videos in the near future, and please like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next few videos. I hope that you'll tune in. I still don't have a catchphrase, but other than that, you all have a safe and happy Memorial Day. Later. Well, if this isn't like what's the word I'm looking for? If this isn't something that might be inspirational, I don't know what is.